Hello, my name is Dr. Juanita Mercer, and thank you so much for joining me today for powerful 31 days to self-accountability, where we ask ourselves 31 tough questions in 31 days to make sure that we're using our power for good and that with every decision that we make that we're demonstrating our love for God and others. Today is day 5, and today's question is, am I giving God and others my best? And that's a twofold question that we must consider every day. Number one, God deserves our best. And with whatever assignment that He's given us, we have a duty to give Him our best, to ask ourselves, is there more? Is there more inside of me? Is there more I can do? Is there more I can learn? Is there more I can say? Is there more that I can give? And then also, whether we're at work, whether in our families, in our relationships, am I giving my best? Right? And so let's consider Daniel. Now, we talked about Daniel before, and we know that he was the one that kept the wise men alive, right? By praying to God to understand King Nebuchadnezzar's dream. And King Nebuchadnezzar was entirely grateful for what Daniel did. So now we're talking about moving forward, where in the kingdom, his successor has come, and the queen mother is talking about Daniel when he's not even in the room. And this is what she says in Daniel chapter 5, verse 11. She says, "There is a man in your kingdom who has within him the spirit of the holy gods. During Nebuchadnezzar's reign, this man was found to have insight, understanding, and wisdom like that of the gods. Your predecessor, the king, made him chief over all the magicians, enchanters, astrologers, and fortune tellers of Babylon. This man, Daniel, has exceptional ability and is filled with divine knowledge and understanding. He can interpret dreams, explain riddles, and solve difficult problems. Call for Daniel, and he will tell you what the writing means." Wow, right? And that's because Daniel worked with excellence. And the reason that he could work with excellence is because he had the spirit of the living God inside of him. He had the wisdom of God. He had the knowledge of God. He was operating in his spiritual gifts, right? And he did it with excellence. And when we work in excellence, because we also have the Spirit of the living God living inside of us, not only will God call us to higher places, it says that when you work in excellence, you won't just work for mediocre people, but that you will work for kings, right? For great leaders. Not only will we be called to higher places, but our God will be glorified. And that is what our heart's desire should be. So make the decision to work with excellence, to perform in a way that even when you give a little, it's still better than most people's best. That's it for today. Join me tomorrow for day 6. And remember, in everything you do and with everything you have, love God and love people. Goodbye.